Hey everyone, my name's Alistair, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Last time round, I think we did the Lilith run, right? And it didn't go very well. I think we're going to do a challenge this time around. Now, we're going to do the last challenge, actually, Pong. It isn't that hard, as far as I remember, but the main reason we're doing it is because you get an item from it which might help out occasionally with the Keeper. So we'll see. This challenge has a fair bit in common with Slow Roll, which I think was maybe the first challenge we ever did. A little bit in common at least. So you can see the whole gimmick is you've got this big ass tier. You can only shoot it once every 5 seconds though, and you've got rubber cement so that it's bouncing off everything. You can't really improve your damage stat at all through the run. So that's kind of it. That's pretty much all there is to it. You've got to get to the final floor, beat the boss, and it shouldn't be that bad, really. We'll be going kind of quickly again. There's no need to waste any time because we're not going to unlock anything apart from when we beat it. So we won't mess about. Okay. I'm drowsy. Sure. But yeah, this should be absolutely fine. I don't know how long it'll take us. I don't know if it'll be like a 20-minute thing or like a 40-minute thing. But we'll see. It looks quite easy now, and it is to an extent, but it will get much harder as the floors go on. But still, having beaten the second boss by 1 minute 15 is a pretty good spot to be in. So, I'll take these pills. What makes you small? I'm not really sure here what to do. I think I might take a little brimstone, not Guppy's tail, funny enough, even though the flies would be really good. Maybe I should have taken Guppy's tail. Oh well, I'm taking a little brimstone just to clear up any enemies that I can't hit as well with the big tier. I think that makes sense. Where else? Am I missing? Oh, that was cheeky. Barcano, we'll pick up Golden Horseshoe, even though it does literally nothing, because we don't have item rooms, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Obviously, we're pretty low on health, which is going to be a big deal, so we need to look after that. I wouldn't have, I shouldn't have got hit by the thing in here, but I really did not see it. I absolutely could not see it. Come on. There you go. But yeah, so the item we get for this is, it's called Greed's Gullet, and basically it's for every 24 or 25 coins you pick up, you get an extra heart container. I think this works for all characters, but the main thing is it works for the Keeper too, which, is a rarity, because there's no other real way of getting the Keeper's, the Keeper's health past 2 coins. And, I'm not saying that it's ever going to actually come up in one of these runs, but it still seems like a good idea just to get it in case. It might end up making greed mode easier because we come across more items in greed mode. There are plenty of possibilities. And I know this isn't one of the Afterbirth challenges, it's one of the Afterbirth Plus challenges, but it still just made sense to do in here. Just Krampus. If we can hit Krampus, this will be over very quickly. Yeah, it's hitting him that's the problem. Head of Krampus is actually really, really nice as well, makes things a lot easier. Well, not necessarily a lot easier, but there might be situations in which that comes in very handy. Okay, we're making good progress. 4th floor, 3 minutes. Right, head up here. That's nice. And that's it. Yeah, again, we won't be doing too much exploring. And although, in a sense, that will, damage the likelihood of us getting more health, it's probably worth it, just to save the time. We only have a finite amount of time on this earth. And I'm not spending 40 minutes of it doing the fucking Pong challenge. No, I mean, I actually don't really mind. Lovely. Oh, there's a tinted rock. Hello, cheeky wee guy. Fantastic. This also gives me secret room vibes. Yeah. Go on then. Okay, sure. Let's keep going. Perfect. It'll take another one of those to close it. Oh, fair enough. Appreciate that. That's luck keys. Oh. Nearly. Come on. There we go. What I've done really is I've turned this into a little brimstone run that occasionally has this massive thing flying about. And that kind of is more reliable in a way. Yeah, sorry, that was just bad. I definitely should have dealt with that, but I just didn't play very well. Nice to get a black heart there. Gertie, I'll tell you what, we'll just do that, and then we'll just shoot up and it'll be pretty over quickly. Okay, fantastic. Which way? Left? Left makes sense. I'll pick up these coins. No real need to, unless we head to the shop to buy some health or something, but... Pardon me. Oh. Yeah, nope. I find these enemies really, really tricky. They're not actually that hard, I just find them hard. D6, this rerolls items, so we're free to pick up any consumables. I'll do it just to see, just to see what happens. And it's, you know, it's pretty good, isn't it? You're gonna, oh wow, look at that. I'm gonna say I meant that. I think I'm gonna go on record as saying that that was intentional. Wonderful. Check in here. I think we'll do some re-rolling. Just to see if there's any cool items that appear. If not, we'll just settle with like a few spirit hearts or something. See if anything happens here. No, okay. So I'm happy to pick up a spirit heart there. Obviously, if we have enough health, we'll just win the run. So maybe one more spirit heart, and I'll be pretty content. I don't think that's necessary. Oh well. That was still fine. Boss is most likely this way as well, going by how these floors tend to work out. Wow. Thank God the range is so good. Right, and there we go. Fantastic. Obviously, this is immensely quick. Like, oh, shit. Very fast. Which is obviously, you know, a good thing. As I've said, we don't want to be wasting any time. No need to tarry. Brilliant. Pick that up and then go fight. War. Okay. War should be fine, provided, yeah. Shame no devil deal with a 72% chance, but that's okay. Just go on. We'll get it in the next floor. This is obviously the mom floor, so pretty good progress. We'll go into the big room to kind of get it over with and try and use Head of Krampus. And that's it. Wow. Very quick. This is a fun one. Generally the Afterbirth Plus challenges are very challenging. With Ultra Hard in particular. I'm still wondering what I'm going to do with Ultra Hard, because I think I'm going to need to stream it. I think that would be the best way to make it entertaining. I will still, like, my plan so far is to stream it basically until I do it, and then kind of, you know, cut together from the stream whichever clip wins, and then upload that, because it's going to take me hours and hours, and even then it might not end up working. I've completed the challenge twice ever, and it is difficult. I don't think that's necessary. So obviously I've never streamed anything in my life, so I have no idea what to do, but I think it would be the best way to kind of get anyone who's interested in watching it to kind of engage with the challenge, rather than having, like, you know, multiple videos or hour-long videos or whatever. Kind of get like a real-time streaming thing going on with it. I don't know if that's you know, an idea anyone would be, you know, interested in. If so, let me know, because everything's, you know, still up in the air at the moment. Everything's liable to change. And Ultra Hard will most likely be the last. I just shot upwards. That's so unhelpful. Will most likely be the last challenge we do. So there's a little bit of time yet. But yeah, that's the idea so far. I thought it could be all right. But we are aiming to get through the challenges. Not like, you know, we don't want the challenges to be the last thing we're doing on the run, if that makes on the save file, if that makes any sense. Like, I'd like the stuff unlocked from the challenges much, like, earlier than later. Even the negative stuff, you know, just to make, like, the game, like, more, I don't know, authentic's maybe not the right word, but, like, more true to, like, the whole gameplay experience of what it can be. Because the whole point of Isaac isn't just that you have good items. It's that half the time you have shit items and you've got to deal with getting the shit items. So obviously, like, there are instances like this where we're doing a challenge specifically to get an item that might help us out later down the line. But that isn't, you know, the express purpose of all of them, or the, you know, exclusive purpose. But we'll see. I never remember what this does. Getting to this boss before 10 minutes is quite something. Oh, wow. Did get hit, but that's okay. Pick up belly button. Sure, head into the devil deal. I'll take Gimpy. And I'll tell you what, this will do damage for days, so I'll pick that up as well. If I get hit and use the wee black ring to damage enemies, it's going to fuck everything up. So, I'm pretty content to do that. Have a look in here. Wow, okay. We can get 3 of these without too much of a problem. Sure. Luck down. Okay, that's not great. One makes you small. I'll hold on to for now. Obviously, you can't possibly know which way is going to be the right way here. So we're just going to have to guess. Come on, you can do it. You can do... No, I don't think you actually can do it physically. So far, good though. Crazy to think it's only been 11 minutes. Even if this isn't the right way, it seems to still be, you know, an extant route. So there's always, you know, it's a positive. Right, come on. There we go. Thank you. We'll go this way. You know, tend to do the kind of... Oh, oops. Kind of the furthest away idea, if you know what I mean. Like, if you don't ever know where to go. Yeah, so here we are. Brilliant. I'm going to head back out because I noticed that we tinted rock. Fantastic. And now we'll just go fight the boss. Brilliant. This is what we like to see. That's so good. Right, we'll just head up. Not going to waste any time. I imagine, considering that we've only got 2 floors left, and assuming that we win, we will do another challenge after this. Which one, I'll have to have a wee think about. But, because this is obviously too short. We'll see. I hate having to fight Monstro too. Even with tears this powerful. We'll try left. Nope. Thankfully it took no time at all. We'll go down then. Okay, more promising. Go on. Yeah, nice. It's kind of tense almost, like watching just to see if it'll end up doing the job for you. I don't know if that does anything. That's a tinted rock under there though. Very sneakily hidden. This seems to be the right way now. That was shocking damage, but got away with it. Whew. That might be the world's quickest envy kill. Right. This one shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, absolutely fine. Fantastic. Oh, this is... When this one gets going, it's really fun. You know, boss fights can sometimes be a bit harder because they tend not to die in one hit like everything else. But it's still, like, you're in a pretty good position. Yeah, we're gonna go blow this up. Yeah, we'll look in there. What's this? Missing page 2. Doesn't... I mean, gives us a black heart. So I'll be grateful for that. I'll just orbital that. I get the impression that this is the right way. And yeah, at least one more hit was good enough for me. Oh yeah, here we are. You know, like, I know it's bad damage, but given the situation, I'm not too fussed, if I'm being honest. Right. I usually do this fight on the other side, so I'm not sure why I'm doing it there. You see what I mean about the athame? I don't know if it's pronounced athame, but it's how I've always pronounced it. About the athame, like, black circle. Like, just absolutely takes Isaac down. What do we have here? Dad's key. That's funny. Usually I'm desperate for Dad's key on this floor, and you never find it. We'll use Book of Secrets to maybe give us the map. Secret rooms is, you know, okay. Big fan, we might as well take. And then we'll take... Head of Krampus isn't strictly necessary, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to go in these secret rooms and see if there's well, any secret paths. We'll take Book of Secrets just in case it's taking us longer than, you know, 6 rooms or whatever to find the kind of general boss room way. I'm going to be following the path of, you know, the super special secret room. Chocolate milk. That's interesting. I'm going to just leave it, I think, which might be boring, but I'd rather not play about with this run right now. Brilliant. Ares, no harm in taking, just gives me a bit more speed. Funny enough, to complete the game, you have to complete your bestiary, right? You have to see every enemy in the game and all that. When I last completed the game on the file number 1 that you see in these videos, that was actually the very last thing I had to do. Was I hadn't come across in like a normal run those blue enemies in the chest, so I had to grind chest runs out until I found it. Yeah, which was a weird thing to do actually. It's a strange. I'm gonna just there we go. A strange way to like complete a file, but they took a long time to turn up. So yeah, that's the Pong challenge done. Only 18 minutes in the video, but less than that in the game. Pretty successful. There's Greed's Gullet. I did that challenge really near the end of my last run, so I picked up Greed's Gullet like twice, maybe in the entire file. Sorry, I meant file earlier. This time round, we'll do another. Maybe Have a Heart. I think Have a Heart. This is when we start with fucking Interview with a Vampire. I know that's not what it's called. It was just a little film joke for you, making a little funny. No, I need to keep that there. I am really bad at dealing with these rooms. You probably. There we go. Okay. There's no harm in that. We can just start it again. So yeah, the whole idea here is you need to basically get yourself health. Is the thing that's kind of it. I'm sure there's some other gimmick to it where you lose health quickly or some shit. I don't know. Or maybe the only way you can recover health is by killing enemies, something like that. Algiz is a really nice rune to get off the bat. The main reason I picked this one is because it goes... it's a shorter run. It only goes to Mum's Heart. So, you know, providing all goes okay, it should end up being an acceptable length for a video. These two challenges together. Provided we don't die or anything, of course. Which is always a possibility. Especially if you see my last two runs. I'll blow this up, but mostly for small rock. Because obviously I can't pick these up, which is a shame. Right, we'll go and see how the boss is, how that goes. Monstro, I mean, I've done Monstro 1,000 times. I'm not too worried about it. Well, maybe I should be, but it's a yeah, I think I should be. I didn't expect that one to hit me. Oh well. Wow, 2 deaths already. Let's hope for a better item this time. You know what? That's not good. You know what? I always forget it's a tier up, so I'm not gonna actually complain about it too much. Do that for that key. I'll take the pill. Are you a wizard? I regret taking the pill. This is one of my least favorites for sure. Oh, it does my nut in. It's kind of when you're using Kane and he just has the one eye, right? So you can kind of always still shoot in the same direction. So at least you're doing twice the damage on average. Oh, wow. Well, that was an interesting way to die as well. What a weird fucking 3 minutes this has been. I wasn't expecting the pill to be Horf, and I wasn't expecting to actually be hit by the explosion from where I was either. What a ride. Okay, attempt number 4? That's incredible. Right. That's fine though, that's fine. Right, yeah. I'll blow this up. Just in case. A small rock or something would come in really, really handy from like an early point from this like early point. So, Book of Secrets is, you know, I prefer, you know, just damage or tears straight off the bat, but, oh, nice, there we go. But Book of Secrets is fine. I don't know how exactly Charm of the Vampire works. I don't know if it's you kill a certain amount of enemies and then you get health, or if it's like a random kind of chance thing where, you know, like 5% of the time when you kill an enemy it procs. I don't know how it works, like functionally. But it's a, you know, it's an interesting one. I find it often has very little practical utility in your average run, considering not many characters work on the basis of having full red hearts. And it can kind of come in handy. It's like Placenta without the health increase to start with. Because you're going to be killing enemies the whole time anyway. Come on, I could do with a little favor from you getting hit by your own bombs, because you've not done that this time. And that's usually how this fight speeds itself up. Cheeky. There we go. Blood Clot's fine. I wonder what's the actual, so it's just, apparently it's just a just a +1 damage up just for your left eye. But that doesn't appear in the, you know, in the stats on the left. Like I always knew, I've got like the, you know, Platinum God up beside me. I always knew it was stronger, obviously, that's the whole point of the item, but I never knew the actual amount, so that's quite good to know. Will this fill up my hearts? I think it might. There we go. Now I'm less worried about this, shall we say. I'll take Flat Penny, actually, just to make sure I get a key for the item room. I don't know if I'll, you know, keep it, but obviously the other tricky thing is if I get hit, then Devil Deal Precedent is gone. Which in this room is, you know, very possible because they've got enemies like this. Nice to get the bombs. Okay, this is the right way, if you will. But yeah, I mean, coming across that item is sorry, the bed there is a big deal. That's the kind of you know, a rarity that makes this, as far as I'm concerned, like not really a challenge. I still, like, I don't remember exactly, but, like, if the challenge is just you start with low health and you get your health back by killing enemies, then I'm not really sure what the... Like, there must be something else to it. That seems not challenging enough, almost. Like, I'm not trying to tempt fate or anything, but... Do you know what I mean? That seems kind of, like, weirdly achievable. Missing poster. Yo, listen. I don't think we've got Yo, listen yet. Oh. Is that a tinted rock? Really? Oh, right. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I don't see a cross on it. That's fine. Well, we've got 2 keys. We got 3 coins and 2 keys from it, so I'd say that's definitely worth it for the price of 1 bomb. Although, that being said, I'd be happy to drop flat penny now. Take missing poster, fuck it. We'll go in here. I'll blow you up. We'll spend 1 bomb on that. Yeah, that's fine, I'll leave that. And now I'm happy to just head back to the boss fight. I'm really hoping we don't take any damage, because I could really do with getting the devil deal. But we'll see how it goes. Ah, it's this monstro fight. Right, gotta keep an eye on both of them, of course. Gotta try and get rid of this wee guy. Again, generally the best tactic in these kind of situations is focusing on one. But realistically, that is not as easy as it sounds in fights like this. With the jumping and stuff, it's often hard to, you know, keep track of exactly where, you know, everyone is. And you still want to keep your DPS uptime, like, high. So you don't want to just be waiting for one to fall while you could be shooting the other. It's really annoying to take damage there. Ah, well. A slight damage up with meat, but I'm still a bit miffed about that. I shouldn't have taken damage. Let's hope for Devil Deal this time round, but Flooded Caves XL, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think the gimmick is just that you don't... I've not seen a red heart this whole run. So the only way you can recover red hearts is by killing enemies. That's it. Okay, that's fair. Otherwise, it's just kind of a normal-ish run. We just need to be strong enough to beat Mum's heart, which I think is definitely achievable. We just need a few good items. This is a nasty floor to be XL on, though. Oh, shit. There we go. I was almost certain anyway that I wasn't going to get through this floor unscathed, especially when I saw it was XL, but that's okay. We are really actually quite weak, especially when all we're fighting is enemies like this, who are like, for worms, they're so bulky. I don't understand it. They take so many hits for what they are, especially these blue ones. I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna write a letter to Isaac's manager. Just, it makes rooms like this just take forever. Wishbone, I guess I'll take it. Just hoping for like magic mushroom or something, or just any kind of, you know, interesting item. I should have popped that earlier. I forgot I had it. Come on. So I have to go this way. Just focus on one at a time. Or try to. I don't know which one's which. Wonderful. This is a secret room, apparently. I'll spend my last bomb on it. Wonderful. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, this is definitely... This run definitely needs a little something. Hopefully we find it. Probably would have rather spent my bomb on that. In the top right corner, but we'll see if we just get another. I really don't like these enemies at the top. I find them quite difficult to dodge. Will it get you in time? Just. Alright, keep your distance. That's the way to do it. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, paralysis. That's fine. Good to know. Good to know. going this way. Did I really get hit from that? That's shocking. I'm surprised. I thought I stood in a place where I deliberately wouldn't get hit. Okay, this room makes me want to die. This is absolutely... This is where fun goes to die. Genuinely, this is appalling. Come on. Right, we're nearly there. Silver dollar. Feels lucky. Sure. Oh, come on. No item rooms or anything yet? A tears up, a damage up, a tear effect. Something to make this not the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. I know we still have, you know, just over a third of a chance of getting the devil deal, but I'm skeptical, to say the least. Pardon me. I'm gonna head back quickly, and I know I could blow up the the shopkeeper in there, but I'm gonna blow this up and see if we get anything from this chest. Okay. I'm still not gonna go blow up the thing, even though it might give me a better devil deal chance. We'll just keep going. I'd rather keep the bomb in case of anything else. I'm gonna check out... What's this card? Justice card. That's nice. Right. Wonderful. We'll check out this room here. Okay, there's one of them, finally. Please be good. I'm guessing it's gonna be something dog shit, like the fucking mum's heels or something. Sprinkler. Yeah, okay. Why not? I've not really used it yet. Might as well now. Okay. Right. Oh, do you know what? We'll pop it down now. Why not? Why not just see? Get to see what it does. It's an interesting one. I think I've said before, it's good in greed mode. Setting up a few of them around the room can actually be really handy. And here, parasite. Yeah, okay. I love the parasite. I'm happy about that. I will go in the shop as well. Oh, I don't know what I took damage from there, but that's still quite bad. Nice little recovery. And is Steam Sale worth taking? Probably is. And then we'll buy 9 Volt just because. And then we can use Sprinkler a few other times. Obviously, it'll come in handy in the boss fight. Which one we choose to do it in, we'll have to wait and see. Rooms like this are challenging. Yeah, perfect. It's kind of difficult... Oh, that was bad damage. It's kind of difficult sometimes with Isaac, because, like... When you've played it a certain amount and you know the game pretty well, you kind of probably have less variation in how you choose to play. And I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, how your style of play tends to be more optimized, and you just kind of, you know, if you know an item shit, you'll never kind of give a run a go with that item. Unless you have literally no better course of action available to you. It's something I think about quite a lot is, so, Final Fantasy VIII, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess a bit of a dark horse in the Final Fantasy series for, if you know anything about the game, you'll know that it has a kind of different system, like a different kind of basis to the battle system called the junction system. Pardon me. And the junction system is basically you get magic from enemies or whatever, and then you junction that magic to your stats to get stat increases relative to, you know, the strength of and amount of the magic you've assigned to it. Now, it's actually a pretty interesting system that I don't think is nearly as bad as people say it is. I think it's popular to, you know, rag on Final Fantasy VIII. But the main thing is that when you know the game well, when you understand what the best spells to junction are, and what the best kind of course of action is to obtain spells, and how early you can do that. I play Final Fantasy VIII once every, like, maybe 2 years. And I find it really difficult to not play the game a very specific way, which is playing a fuck ton of triple triad and getting 100 tornado spells by the end of disc 1, junctioning it to Squall's strength stat, and then just winning. That might sound like jargon to you if you don't know the game, but there's a chance you might know what I'm talking about. There's just ways to make that game so easy that it feels kind of weird not to do it. Like, it almost feels like a challenge run to play the game, in inverted commas, normally. Which I guess is quite like an interesting dilemma to face. But I don't know. I don't really have anything smart to say about it. It's just an interesting kind of idea. Like, generally, if games offer me the ability to kind of... I'm talking games like, long story-based games, or kind of, games with some sort of, like, upgrade system. Like, if they offer me the opportunity to, like, break the game at an early stage and make everything else kind of, like, very simple, I'll generally not do it. So, like, if there's ever kind of, like, money exploits or something to get, like, infinite cash, the chances are I'll pass, just to kind of experience the challenge in a different way, I guess, or, more what the devs intended. But saying that, when it comes to difficulty in games, I'm definitely not the kind of person who would play everything on hard. I'll play stuff on normal, and I might play stuff on hard for either, rarely for fun, and sometimes for, like, completion purposes if I'm going for, like, a platinum trophy. Pardon me about my voice. I'm not sure why it's going. This happens every single time. But, yeah, like, generally, I think, it's a big conversation about, in games, is difficulty generally. Like, should games be harder? Should games make concessions to, non-gamers? And the answer is obviously yes. Games should be available and accessible for literally everyone. That is the whole point. If we're not doing that, then we're failing. Obviously, you could think, but, like, games are for gamers, no one else. And I'm like, just think about there's other people who exist who aren't you, and their needs should be met as well. Like, I love the idea of a game being so well designed that it, like, it doesn't have any other, like, difficulty options, right? It's just, this is how you're going to play the game because it's been meticulously designed to be a certain way, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I love that in a way. I love the attention and care and detail that goes into creating an experience like that. But at the same time, I do genuinely believe that other people should also have the opportunity to play that game, and not everyone will have the opportunity. Like, I think, like, I'm a disabled person, so I think this issue is a lot more at the forefront of my mind than your average person. But there's a lot of ways in which people with disabilities will struggle to play games. There's an amazing charity called Special Effect that I'd look up, who kind of work to circumvent the issues that people have in this regard. But, like, as much as I enjoy challenge, like, you've seen it in the videos before, I'm liable to, brain fog, and I suffer with chronic pain, like, all the time. And, sometimes my kind of, I'm a bit more functional than other times. Sometimes I'm really, really struggling to kind of, have any kind of lucidity in my thought process, and that's, quite a depressing thing. And sometimes, like, games are my favorite thing in the world, so oftentimes I want to play a game, and sometimes I don't feel really within my remit to be able to do so. So, there's a physical aspect, there's a mental aspect, there's a psychological aspect, there's a lot to it. It's a complex matter. And sometimes I like to be able to play something when I'm not feeling my best that I can kind of just mindlessly turn off. Being able to play, like, a big JRPG where I only have to focus on the story and not really necessarily so much on tactics. Or, this kind of idea. Like, there's no harm in that. Having options, like, there's no negative really to it. Like,
you're not forced to play games on like easy, but generally like I haven't played it yet, but I'm really keen to play Celeste because I've heard that Celeste did an amazing job with like accessibility options. I've heard the same, actually. Oh, Deadeye's brilliant. I've heard the same for Spider-Man as well. I think the Marvel Spider-Man on PS4. Both were great, and I just feel like it's so strange to me to not want to give the most people possible the opportunity to enjoy games. Because most of the people you see, if you ever see people complaining that, complaining about games being too easy or blah, 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 or, games aren't for everyone. Well, fuck off, prick. Games should be for everyone. Why shouldn't games be for everyone? It's a nonsense argument. I guess, games are very, ingrained in my identity and how I perceive myself, and I know it's the same for a lot of other people, especially, when you say gamer and you kind of have that negative association with it, you know what I mean? A lot of people like that. Video games are their thing, and they don't want other people encroaching on it. It's an idea, like that kind of, group mentality, exclusivity thing that's been around in every group ever since the dawn of fucking existence, right? But cutting people out is definitely not the way to do it. I've not really spoken about the Xenoblade video I did too much yet, outside of the video, but when I made that video, I got a lot of comments saying that, one of the big things I heard was, if you don't like it, don't play the game. Which says to me that you didn't watch the video, because near the end I say that I liked the game. But also, what a mental thing to say. And it's I'm not going to know I like it until I play the game. I've got to try it. And also, things deserve criticism. But it's mostly just, the whole kind of, me saying, that, I don't think everyone's going to feel comfortable playing this game, and that's a bad thing. This game should be doing a lot more to help people out. And a response I got so consistently was, well, this game just isn't for those people. And I'm like, that's not right, though, is it? That really bugs me. It should be right for those people. They should have the option. They should have the opportunity to still be able to enjoy the game. No, I don't understand. I've never heard a good argument for why games shouldn't work to make games accessible for more people. I don't know why. Maybe it's a kind of there's that whole liking a band and then they get popular and then being mad that everyone else likes them now because they were your band kind of thing. I feel like some people have that for video games as a concept, which is a little bit crazy considering video games are basically the biggest industry on the planet. Everyone and their fucking dog plays video games these days. So why shouldn't we work to make all video games more inclusive for other people? There are tiny quality of life changes. I recently just replayed Final Fantasy IX because I exist in a permanent state of replaying Final Fantasy games. And I played the PS4 version for the first time. It was very interesting for me because it had, Final Fantasy IX is kind of notorious for, apart from being a spectacular game, for having the slowest battle scenes in the world. The cutscene, kind of esque thing leading up to the battle starting is agonizingly slow. And the same can be said for, random battles. The encounter rate is perhaps a bit too high. And when I played the PS4 version just now, one of the things it comes with is a few kind of speed up functions. It was the same when I played Final Fantasy VII's PS4 version back in 2016. It gives you the option to speed up, to get rid of random encounters, to do 9999 damage in one hit, blah, blah, blah. And, for me, what a great addition. It's I am a bit of a purist in a lot of ways, and I will definitely be more likely to play a game the way it was, again, in inverted commas, intended. I just want to pick that up quickly in case there's a full health pill. So for example, how I personally played through it was I occasionally would speed up if, you know, I was doing a bit of grinding or something. Sometimes if I just needed to get somewhere and I couldn't be fucked with having to deal with random encounters, especially if it was a lower level area, then yeah, I'd turn random encounters off. And, like, as far as I'm concerned, this was just like, this is fine. You know, like, I don't have to prove anything to anyone else. I love Final Fantasy IX. I don't have to play it a certain way to maintain that love. And I've seen people before complain about these additions as if they're being forced to use them. You don't have to. What's the problem in just having in the options, like, oh, here's something that if you don't, you know, if you want a bit less of a challenge, or if you just want to, you know, have a different approach to the game, or even here's an alternate control scheme for, you know, maybe you can only play with one hand. Maybe, you know, there are so many possibilities that should be accounted for. And I think, I don't want to sound too negative, because I think games are doing a better job in this now than they ever have, right? At least I think so personally. So, you know, we're in a good place there. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a nightmare room. Whew. That was tight. But yeah, I think I've maybe made my point. I'm not good at articulating myself that much, but you might have got what I meant. Power pill, friends till the end, pheromones, infested. Sure. I'm still looking for a full health pill because that would, you know, change the game for us. Not managing to hit any of these guys. Oh, missed my Deadeye shot. Right, there, and lovely. The lovers, yeah. Just coins instead of hearts. Oh, jeez, that was poor damage. That's because I didn't try to shoot them, to be fair. I just thought, oh, orbital. This has ended up being quite a challenging one so far, actually. Like, I'll take it back from earlier on. That's mostly because I missed my Devil Deal chance earlier on, and I still have not got lucky enough to have one yet. Oh, what fucking poor... I just walk into it. I hate Gurdy Jr. I'm trying to save my power pill for near the end so I can kind of orbital maybe in like the Mum's Heart fight if I'm low on health or something, you know? For now, we're just trying to make our way downtown. Having a horrible time with this room. Still kind of hoping for a bit of health from one of these enemies. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Because I think genuinely it's really bad, but... Oh, fuck me. I didn't expect him to do that. I think there's a chance I might die. Like, not a low chance. Maybe I'd say, like, around the 50% mark that I will die on this run. I think that is totally possible. So, yeah, it's a bit of a concern. And that didn't help. That was such shocking damage to take. Right. Deadeye's kind of coming in handy, but... still not as handy as you would hope. 3.5 hearts is... acceptable. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't think we've had a very... Oh, fuck me. I don't think we've had a good run. Like, I don't think we've had a run that's been, you know, conducive to us succeeding, if you know what I mean. This is going to take us forever, this bloat fight, and I've got to try and be careful. Because this is a boss designed to fuck you up. Like... I'm genuinely like, kind of considering just staying here the whole time, or most of it at least, or kind of staying away from him, and just kind of letting the sprinkler do it. Obviously I'll shoot down here, like, when I can, but, like, I really need to maintain my health. Like, a good devil deal here could win me the run. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I could do there. Please just stay there. Oh, mate. This fight should be illegal. We're almost there, right? Oh, come on. How do I dodge it? And, yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting 1% to work either, but... So we've got, like, 3 hits till we die. I don't make these things easy, do I? I've not played well, but I am also, like, I have had bad items. I almost don't feel too bad about not playing well in this instance. Fuck this room. Oh, no. Oh. Bulk. Right, come on. We must be nearly there. We've done a great job in this, actually, so far. Who's left? Come on. Where are you? I'm so proud of that. Because I genuinely suck at that room. Right. Please be good. Oh yeah, I don't have a bomb or anything. Right. Oh, fucker. I feel like I'm not getting any health back from enemies when I'm killing them. I don't know if that's just like a kind of bias thing, and I probably am, but it feels like I'm not. I did there. I heard that. Right. There we go. A secret room feels like. Nope. Cool. That's fine. Jesus Christ. Shitting myself. All that creep around me. Right, I could just go near you and shoot, but I'm gonna have to keep my distance with you. Okay, we're getting there. This ended up being a really long episode, shit. Probably shouldn't have done 2 challenges in one. Yeah, I think it might be over. Yeah. Oh well, we'll try that one another time. What a waste. Sorry if you had to watch all this way, assuming that'd win the challenge. Oh well. These episodes aren't ending very well, eh? At least we got one of them done. Maybe we'll try it again in the future at some point. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or subscribing or commenting, and until next time, see ya.